Thank you for joining me for this month's update for what's going on with us at Great Lakes Naval Station with the military and the ministry here. First, I want to say thank you again for your prayers and your support. Every month that goes by is not possible without your prayer support, without your financial support, without your encouragement. And we just really, truly thank you for that. Previously, I had mentioned that we were getting closer and closer to being able to teach on the boot camp side of the base. We were even training volunteers. As of yet, we have not heard anything new, and especially with the Delta variant, they get extra cautious, especially on the recruit side of the base. With boot camp, that's a more guarded area that the Navy protects more, understandably. So we have not received any updates. Just please continue to pray for access. Good news is that we have had a lot of ministry going on with the main side of the base, with the A school side of the base, and a lot of that started pretty much within a week or two of us having an empty home with with the Medlock family moving out. So that was actually really good timing that allowed us to be able to really focus on the ministry that was going on. I had mentioned before how we got connected with some student sailors that has proved very fruitful this month. One of the things that we started to do is something that our local team is called the Fire Pit. We invite sailors over to our home, and in the backyard we have an area to burn firewood, especially from the trees that have fallen down in the back on our property. And it's just an opportunity to be able to give the sailors a chance to get off base and be in a house, be in a home setting. We open it to anyone that wants to come. It's not necessarily a Bible study per se or any event like that. So it's just we bill it as an opportunity to be in a comfortable environment, to meet new people, to have a home cooked meal, and to just be able to talk around a fire and enjoy the time here. And so far, we've done it twice already. We have been doing it every other Saturday. So this Saturday coming up will be the third time we would have done it at our home, and we look to continue that going for the remainder of the time here, as long as sailors are coming. So it's actually been really nice because it shows that there is a ministry to be done here, and the sailors are always appreciative of just being off of the Navy base, which feels like a campus, and they're able to have these freedoms to come out. Just being able to connect with someone else, just to talk about everyday life of what's going on with them, and just to be able to make friends basically and have a home cooked meal, which some of them said they haven't had a home cooked meal since they went to boot camp. So it's been a long time. Another thing that's going on alongside of the fire pit is we finally got permission to begin the Sunday morning adult Bible study prior to the chapel service that's going on base every Sunday morning. So the chapel service has been going on even through COVID, but it was only the chaplains and the sailors were able to get to that. No one off base was allowed on, obviously for COVID restrictions. And as that started opening up and people were able to go back on base and attend chapel, it took a while, but the chaplains all have now given us the green light to begin the hour study that we used to do pre-COVID. It's just another opportunity to be able to serve the chaplains on side the base. We actually have students from Moody Bible Institute that come up and assist with that too as well. Currently, we have two, a junior and a senior, that are excellent. So continue to pray for them too as they finish their education, as they come on base to volunteer in that aspect. One thing that's nice about that Sunday morning hour is that it provides a constant, stable learning environment. There's actually several chaplains on the main side of the base that rotate every Sunday. So every Sunday you go in the chapel, every Sunday you go in the chapel, there's a different chaplain there, and different chaplains have different denominational backgrounds. So they all bring their flavor of their denominational background to the Sunday morning hour, which is great. But at the same time, it can be more challenging to have a unified theme for a prolonged period of time. So even the chaplains are aware and encouraging us to continue doing the hour before class, because that sort of gives a stable, constant flow through all the rotating chaplains every Sunday. So we are very grateful to be back doing that. Another thing we do on Friday nights, we call the student leadership team. And that's something that we've always done with students in the A school that are really the ones that are pushing the ministry forward. They're the ones conducting their own studies on their own ships, on their own buildings, inviting people over. So they're sort of the key players. And on Friday nights with the student leadership team, we're able to take a smaller focused approach in training and equipping the sailors to be able to better able conduct studies, to do outreach, organization, just kind of teaching them the skills to be able to continue that while they're here at Great Lakes, so that whenever they're done with their schooling here and they get orders to go out to the fleet, wherever that is, they're better able to continue that progress, continue what they're going to be doing, what they want to do with the ministry as they go around the world. And part of that is the chaplains, again, even at the Navy at large, are worked very thin. So whenever there's sailor, layman volunteers that are able to assist the chaplains better, then the ministry on the Navy ships are better able to happen. So that's something that we take pride in, of being able to help equip the young sailors on behalf of the chaplains to be able to conduct what they're doing more efficiently and better. And we just started doing that last Friday. So we are going to be continuing that. So please be in prayer for the student leaders that are the ones that are really adamant and pushing everything forward. In regard to our home life with the Medlocks, having moved on, obviously that's good news. We already have someone living with us. Danae's cousin has moved in for the remainder of her time that she's going to school in Chicago. She's here as an international student, so she's just kind of finishing out her time in college with us. For fostering, we told the foster agency that we will begin accepting any placements starting on November 1st. Unfortunately, there's a need for fostering. We've already got 4 placement calls that we've turned down, and just mainly because we don't want to be burned out accepting another child into our home while we're still recuperating. So for the benefit of the child and for our family structure, we've been saying no, but now we actually have a firm date of November 1st. So if you can keep us in your prayers for up until that date, that we'll be able to prepare as much as possible, our hearts and our minds and our homes for that. Another thing we're trying to do before that date and pretty much after that date is we're doing a lot of work around the house, a lot of remodeling. We're actually taking steps of redoing the kitchen to make it more open and more able to better host people there at the same time. That's going to be a lot of work coming up that we're already beginning the steps to. So please just continue to pray for us as we're going through that, which brings its own stresses as well. And also, Danae and I are still very active in the local church, teaching the youth group together. So keep that in your prayers too, as well, as we're sort of balancing all these different things. It's a joy to do. Sometimes we mix the events together. If we're doing something with the youth group, we may invite some sailors and vice versa, just depending on what it is. So we're looking forward to that moving forward too as well. For a prayer request right now, I think a very practical one is that we can find a network of people locally that can provide meals for us. Through your support, we're able to purchase food for the fire pit and all the events that we have at our home. Hence why we even have supporters, so we thank you for that ability. It's you are the ones providing the meals for them. However, it's still a lot of work for Danae to be preparing these large meals every event. So if we could find local volunteers that are able to maybe even cook a large meal once a month or once every other month, depending on how many volunteers we get, we'd get a lot more variety of food and allow Danae to not have to worry so much about making the meals. I help where I can, but that's basically nothing because I'm not a good cook. So we're looking now to really seek out volunteers that can help us with meals. And also prayers for being able to continue to give out resources. We've already handed out books to sailors and amongst other variety of tools. And again, that's possible because of the support that you're giving us. This is you all supporting that you all are the ones giving us the ability, and you are the ones providing the sailors with these tools and resources through your support. And also keep prayers that our home will be ready to accept the foster kids come November 1st, whenever we start getting placements, that will have a lot of work done in the house that will need to be done, and that for the work that will still be ongoing after kids come, that it would not be a hindrance to that, and that we'll be able to continue to open up our home to others while the work is going on. And again, just ultimately just pray for us as we continue to minister on the base on behalf of the chaplains. And also pray for the chaplains. They work pretty hard. They have a lot of other duties aside from teaching on Sundays. They're busy 24/7, all of them. And that's what we offer them, is to be able to come alongside them. So keep them in your prayers, and just that the base ministry will continue to grow and thrive, and that we'll continue to be able to have an impact here at Great Lakes. One of the great things I like about the ministry here is, because it's such a focused training base, that whatever we do, which is right in our backyard, literally, the sailors are able to take the tools or the resources or even their experiences, and they get shipped from here to all around the world, and they're able to take that with them. So the impact that we're having on the student sailors here at Great Lakes is actually going out to all corners of the world as they take that with them. We've been doing this for years, as you know, and we still keep in contact with many sailors who have even already finished their contracts and have gotten out of the Navy too as well. That's how long we've been doing it, and we love to continue seeing the impact grow beyond Great Lakes, and that's not possible without your support. So we thank you for that. So that's all for today. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this video, and for your prayers, and thank you for your support. Please, if there's anyone that you know that's interested, maybe even just hearing this, not necessarily for financial support or prayer support, that just may be interested in supporting the military locally, if something with food or any other way, please feel free to share all of these videos and the newsletters to come in contact with us. We always are looking to expand our ministry partner team here in whatever way or capability that people are able to assist us in reaching the sailors here at Great Lakes. So thank you again. Take care. Bye.